To start a business is all about having the right data, all the information needed for the retailer. So now we have the stores, we have the terminals, and we have the staff. So what do we need next? We need something to sell. We need items. And you can find in the solution items like this. And this is the standard from Business Central, where you have items. And of course, all the items are here, both Business Central demo items and LS Central demo items. But the thing is, LS Central, remember, is extending the standard business solution. So we do not have items, we have retail items, because we need so much more than we have in the standard solution. And we will look at a few of these things now. So instead of opening items, let's open the retail item list. So here we have all the items in an image view. And you can browse and scroll down and see more and more items. But it's possible to open this list in different view. So up here in the right corner, you can see the other views. You can see them as tall tiles, or as tiles, or as a list. It's up to you what you use. So we have all the same items that are in Business Central demo items. So let's look at our famous item, the bag Linda, the one we are using a lot. So we can search for the bag and find the bag Linda and open the cart. Now I'm going to mention a few of the things we have with each and every retail item, but of course there's lots of information that are needed. Differently many depending on what kind of business we're in and or what we want to register. So each and every item has a number. This can be a number of your choice. It doesn't have to be the same number as comes from the vendor, and it definitely does not have to be the barcode. It's just an item number. Each and every item has a description, and then we put each and every item into a division, category, a retail product group. And if an item is in the retail product group, then it belongs to this category and to this division. That's always the way. So this is a 3-level item hierarchy. Standard Business Central does not have the division of items. This is something that we have added into the system, extending the system for LS Central. Every item is a inventory type or non-inventory. That's what we usually use. We usually in retail always have inventory types. So here you enter the unit price. Over here on the right, you will see the unit price with VAT. And you can even, if you don't see it, minimize the columns that are here so you will have access for it. And you see here on the right hand the price with VAT. So this item is costs 30 without VAT, will cost in general 37.50, but in a price group of stores that belongs to this fashion group, then they will cost 42, a little higher. Each and every item gets base unit of measure. So is it pieces, is it kilos, is it boxes, or what bottle, or whatever it is. Then you will enter the barcode for each and every item. And the thing is, you can enter more than one barcode. So when you select it here, you see the option to have many more barcodes. So why do we need to have the option to have more than one barcode per item? Is it normal? What do we think? Yes, it's normal. So think about something like a cereal package. The barcode that comes with the package is always with the first 3 letters of the country of origin where this was produced. So the same cereal package can be produced in different countries. So if it comes from one country A, it has first 3 letters specific number. If it comes from country B, it can have other 3 letters because that's the standard of barcodes in the world. So there is a need to put more than one barcode for an item. And they can be used also in convenient ways. For example, if you are in a grocery store and you have lots of vegetables or fruit in your store without barcodes, you could say 10 is oranges, 20 is these bananas, 30 is these apples, and so on. So you could use them for convenience use differently, up to how you want to use it. the price with VAT is displayed here. But here in prices and discount, we can set it. So if you go into sales prices, make sure you have this maximized. Then you can see the unit price here. And sales prices can be in sales price lists. And if you're looking at the all line, focusing on that one, if you change your unit price to 40, for example, then you see that the unit price, including VAT, has changed as well. If you, however, change this to something else, then you will see that the unit price changes as well. So let's put it to what it was. And you see the changes are red italic because you need to go to more options and verify the lines for this to be registered and verified. Until you do that, the change will not take effect.